when the narcissist is sick and how this affects your attitude about your own self-care. The narcissist doesn't pay any attention to you when you are sick, and they even get annoyed that you can't do everything they want. So what happens when the narcissist is sick? They demand attention and give you an uncountable number of tasks, usually one at a time. They demand immediate assistance and complain about their symptoms. They exaggerate how badly they feel and are sure no one else has ever been sicker than them. This is especially pronounced in the covert narcissist. They love the attention they get from the illness or injury, and they look both inside and outside the family for sympathy. If you try to cheer them up, they may respond with some appreciation, but it's just as possible they will get angry and insist their case is very serious and accuse you of not caring. Some will become panicked over tiny pains, muscle twitches, moles, and marks on the skin, and insist that they are dying, or at least that something is really wrong. Sometimes they truly believe something is wrong because they are emotionally infirm. Sometimes it's purely to start drama. Sadly, I have a lot of personal experience with this one. Unfortunately, some covert narcissists will also completely lie about health problems. I have seen a certain person in my life who would suddenly complain about a back problem that was not currently flaring up, so they wouldn't have to sit in the back seat of any car, and also so that they could have more leg room even though others would be too cramped. They would also complain about back or knee problems to get out of work. One really weird thing is they will engage in behavior against the advice of others, or even on purpose, that will lead to injury or illness, or prolong a current illness. I remember begging someone not to go on a hike that they were not in shape for, but after they did it anyway, they needed knee surgery. And guess who gets to take care of the injured person? Another person had some severe stomach issues, but they kept eating things they knew would bother them. A narcissist will also walk around with a careful limp, as if something is so painful, and have a pained expression on their face. They are expecting you to ask what is wrong. But if no one is looking, they can usually walk normally. Because of all the forced attention to this one person in the family, we can get lost and forget about our own needs. Everyone in the family will usually jump to help the narcissist, either because they seem actually ill or they will become angry if they are not coddled. All of this complaining by one person causes us to feel that if we have our own sickness or injury, theirs must be worse than ours. Sometimes they even come out and say they are sicker. So we tend to think maybe our sickness or pain isn't that bad, and we stop listening to our body. We may even think it's wrong to spend money and time going to a doctor when, compared to someone else, our pain is not that bad. The narcissist has learned very early in life that the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Sometimes we hope that they will notice that we are sick or in pain because it seems wrong to complain. We've been belittled for complaining in the past, and it only got us more negative attention. But the people in our lives never notice if we need something. And we've been discouraged from speaking up. So we have learned that only one-sided caring is acceptable, and we think we don't need or deserve care. We may even be proud that we don't go to the doctor because we are tough. All of this is not good for our bodies or minds. You deserve as much care and support as anyone else. So, where can you start? You can start by responding less to the health alarms of the narcissist. It can be good to wait a few hours or even a day before responding to a text message or telephone call. Or you could try ignoring the complaints if they happen in person. Then start paying attention to the sensations in your body. It can take a while to get comfortable focusing on yourself. After all, that's all the narcissist does, and we don't want to be like them. But a balance between only focusing on ourselves and never doing it is necessary. When you start to learn more about how to notice things going on in your body and mind, it's the doorway to healing. If you need help on this path, please check out the website in the description of this video. Coaching and bodywork is available and can help you take a leap forward towards deep healing.